that done because Delta also had the reverse 3-0 just against these. So it's just been one of those days when we start things off here on Demon Island.
Man, and here we go. Best of 5 over here on loser's side for top 8 elimination. That means the winner is moving on and the loser is officially out of this tournament. This is match number 1. And I like the choice for Demon Island early on here, especially in favor of Zyder, because it gives Zyder a lot more space to kind of move around. But apparently Delta doesn't need the space going for the GCD line into the ground pound. Gets blocked by the stage, but Delta with a very strong performance here in the first 10 seconds, Ajax.
And everything you're alluding to works so well, not even just on the fact that you can survive a lot longer on Demon, but you have way better options to find edge guards. That is all irrelevant though, because the KO power of Taro still finds its mark and gets the first KO.
Yeah, that was quick. That was a very, very, very quick stock, but Delta's still having, a good amount of damage on him right now. Now, we just have to see, though, if Zyder can find a way to make the most of the opportunity here and get this KO early. Because look at Delta right now going into that sidelight nair, just going only for true combos and building up so much damage. It's looking a little bit tough for Zyder off the rip.
And Delta's been finding a lot of 3 pieces all day. Weapon toss, catching him, and that is going to be a GCD light into the stomp.
Goodness.
Great job with the ground pound once again. This is a huge lead right now for Delta.
This is massive, and I don't really know what it's going to take for Delta to kind of even get back into it. I mean, barely even able to hold stage control right here. I mean, Delta is looking amazing, but Zyder with a nice D-Sig. There's a little bit of a momentum shift, but still, there is such a massive mountain that Zyder is going to have to climb here to get back into this.
I feel like the biggest issue before the match is that I talked about how Zyder is 6-0 with this character, and every single person I've said who's been winning today has immediately lost. So I am the worst. I'm the worst person to talk about you today. But just misses out on the landing there. That Sayre's going to come through. You're forced to have to go low. Weapon. Oh, that was actually really smart. Instead of deciding to go for just the recovery with the lance, throw the weapon toss up. I think that caught Delta off guard. Granted, it might not last that much longer, and he just misses. Sayre that time, though, is going to take it. That's the first game dropped on the Orion.
Yeah, and that was, there were 7 Sayres on that stock. I mean, that's a lot of Sayres. That's a lot of Sayres. As you come back and look at the SteelSeries Invitational for our SteelSeries replay here, you just see Delta just dominating in all aspects of this match, to be honest here, from weapon throws to KO confirms with GCD line to ground pound, to even then going off within recovery and then looking for the most opportunities and finishing off the Sayre right there. Delta is in peak performance right now. Ajax, what's Zyder going to have to do to even have a remotely better chance than what we saw in that first match?
You said it very well with the fact that Delta had 7 Sayres in that last stock, right? Simplicity is key. You have to play around that somehow. You have to play a little bit more passive. Switching up to Apocalypse does give you the ability to actually escape some situations with that platform. That is a good choice. And you have a bigger range to cover on the sides, which normally would have been good for you as the spear player, but it didn't work out. I think Zyder, what we just saw right there, landing with the dare and then dip. Don't try to stay too close and try to work that damage slowly, because Delta's getting way more off of any time he actually gets a hit.
Yeah, and Delta, again, look at the stage short now. Nice ground pound off the edge, going for the weapon throw, looking to confirm the KO. Oh, with a dare? Goes for it again. No. Nope, not confirmed the KO right there. Zyder with a wonderful recovery back onto stage. But Delta, again, is just making the most of these opportunities. Oh, no, right here, Ajax.
There we go.
Huge. Yeah, it'd be huge.
Just misses the ground pound. That was the first time we finally saw a side light into D-Light Sayre. We haven't seen a lot of confirms off of the spear. That's been a really big problem. Sidelight trying to get a follow-up. However, it gets caught by the landing from Delta, recognizing, look, you keep pushing me. Eventually, I'm going to swing on a disadvantage. One of these is going to connect.
Yep, and that's the tough thing about playing against Hammer, because it has so many KO confirm options, right? And so Delta knows that if Delta just plays stack, Delta can pretty much hit with a nair, a Sayre, or even a dare and confirm the KO. So what Zyder's trying to do now is, by relying on this spear, wonderful ground pound right there to even it out, you're going to see Zyder use a lot of nairs right now and then a lot of backdash into sidelight, because it's going to create enough space to where it's going to have to force Delta to overcommit. So I think if we see Zyder keep doing that, Zyder can find a way to climb back in this.
One real good thing for Zyder too so far is that the damage has gone down a lot. Now Delta does have the lead, but the amount of damage that Zyder has taken by comparison has been good, much better. Great job catching him off the side, getting it right to even.
That was
big attempt.
Oh man, that was bold.
Yeah,
that was bold, and Zyder makes it, a little bit of a comeback there in this aspect, but still Delta with a slight damage lead, now a pretty big damage lead. No weapon though, looking for the KO confirm option. This is what we talked about. Again, Zyder has to create space right here, because this is where Delta has struck every time with the sidelight Sayre. looking for the edge guard, unable to finish off that KO.
Oh my goodness, catching him on the cross up, like fading, like alluding to the idea that stop stare was coming, so making you feel like you're safe to go to the other side, and then you get caught for it on the opposite side of that signature. The fact that the hammer has been working so well for Delta so far is a good telltale of how good he feels, because most of the work prior to this game has mostly been through Axe.
Yeah, and you know, as you say that right there, though, Zyder has seemed to found a bit of their groove over here on the spear, calculating with that D6. That's 2 KOs in a row now with that D6. So Zyder's definitely starting to get a lot more confidence and is starting to really maintain stage control. And it's looking a little bit scary for Delta. Oh, I really thought we were going to get the end stick again from Zyder. I was hoping for it. A little Ryan Dunk action.
I'm actually...
got the double dodge!
D-Light, GC D-Light into Sarah, gets the weapon toss and takes game number 2. Zyder was looking for quite a few double sidelights on the ground before to kind of mix it up. And then at the end, realized, well, you just keep getting caught. So I'm just going to extend it. And then going for the GC D-Light to get that extra oomph. Perfect weapon toss.
Yeah.
Beautiful play. That was looking still like Delta's game until the last 20 seconds of that match.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that was wild, and kind of what we talked about a little bit. That Zyder's starting to feel very, very, very in control. And now I actually feel, you know, after seeing game 1, you're like, okay, Delta might hit a 3-0 on this one, right? But now, after seeing Zeider really start to kind of adapt, we need to see Delta kind of mix things up right now, because Zyder's gotten this download on Delta right now. Zyder's figured out what works in the movements that Delta is having, and Zeider is punishing Delta so much. Again, sidelight, D-light, over and over and over again, and it keeps working over the huge ground pound. Oh,
Wow!
Tail stack.
That was all of Zyder's stock.
Oh my
prior to
gosh.
going off stage and getting caught by 1 ground pound. But the thing is, it happens to everyone. Don't let it be huge for sure, but you got to rebound after that. If you
Okay. Don't even need a weapon.
Oh,
Delta,
gets the chase with the neutral.
That was 6 hits uncontested back and forth. Delta is just going nuts. 7 hits now. Okay, but the D-Light recovery, that gets a stop. We calmed down a little bit. It was getting wild. All right, HX, why is unarmed working so well for Delta?
So this made some, actually sticking with it, but it was the Axe. So earlier today we saw it too. Delta didn't want to give up the potential of losing Axe off the weapon pickup for the next stock. He was already deep in the red. So you just go unarmed to get as much damage as you can. Got plenty, and then my God, gets a ground pound, gets another one.
That's a stock. That's his stock.
Amazing double dares coming in from Zyder. Okay, Zyder looking so much better. What do you think out of Delta besides that right there that he's got to do to make the adjustments to keep a good lead? Because even though it's very even, most of these hits now are leading to so much out of Zyder compared to in the first game. Reward on hit was way in favor of Delta.
Yeah, it's just, and I think it's Zyder's taking a lot more risk, and it's paying off every single time. Whereas Delta is playing, you know, very safe, right? Going for pretty much no signatures, throwing out nairs, Sayers, maybe a couple calculated, you know, D-lights. But besides that, I mean, Delta's just kind of nickel and diming it, while Zyder's trying to really build off these crazy over-the-top reads. And it's paying off right now. And, you know, when you're in this loser side right here where, you know, everything's in the line, I think that's what it's going to take and be the difference for these players to actually win it here. So I love what I'm seeing from both right now.
I think a really big strength of what Zyder has been able to do, at least majority of this stock and the last stock, is that he's getting a lot of dares with spear and neutralers unchecked on top of him, because you realize you can't really do much about it. It's like, unless you're looking for this, you're not going for a nair or recovery at this point. You want to stop. The D6 is going to come through. The weapon toss just missing out. Now both of them are unarmed.
Oh, now watch for Zyder here to mix things up. Yup, okay, right there. Perfect read again on the side, like literally goes for the same combo hit last time. Zyder now on the lance. Delta hitting the true side light nair.
This is so crucial. It's 1 game apiece. They want to take that lead, and recovery catches him, and Zyder takes game number 3. What a set.
I had to clap. I mean, that's comeback season.
Yeah.
That's really comeback season over and over again. Zyder has been looking so good. And, you know, shout out to these amazing replays brought to us by SteelSeries here. Zyder, you just see, look at the commitment to these combos. This is where it was right here. Beautiful dare, reads the dodge, boom, another dare confirms the KO. But still, the crazy thing is, now that we're into game 4, it's not like Zyder's dominating. Like, it's literally...
No, this is very close.
Yeah, exactly. It literally came down to 1 hit last time, too. So we keep going to Apocalypse as well. This is now the 3rd time in a row that we've been here, so both players must feel confident enough to stay here and stay on these same legends too. And I think definitely, you know, the recap of these matches thus far shows that.
Yeah, I think just the biggest thing for Delta to understand is even if I lose neutral 5 times, I win it twice and we're even. So, like, he's been able to keep his composure in those spots. He's not worried too much about taking the damage, even though he's behind right now. He's always been able to take a stock early. Granted, the last one was off of the mistake from Zyder, so if Zeider doesn't give up an early stock like that next time, doesn't get hit by the ground pounds from Hammer, it might be a very different game.
Yeah, you're a genius for that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of people at home that didn't think about that, but you're making a lot of sense right now. And see, look, Zyder is playing so safe and calculated right now, and I think you are 100% right.
You keep that in your head after losing that.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Now Zyder has this advantage. I totally agree. I don't think Zyder's going to do anything to risk this advantage at all. Quick reminder, folks, it is a best of 5, currently 2-1 in favor of Zyder. So if Zyder does win this, Zyder will be moving on, and Delta will be out of the tournament. So Delta needs to dig deep here, find a way to get back in this match. Oh, no, the Pogo.
Oh, Pogo stick.
No.
The Pogo stick doesn't get the touch either.
Stop it. Stop
My
it.
man going for the world record Guinness Book of trying to get the new Pogo jumps. He got, so like, what was that, like 6 in a row?
It was 6.
It was 6. Was nuts.
And a weapon throw, so like 6.5.
Oh, he is connecting on so
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
Zyder, stop it.
All right, you deserve that one. You deserve that, but you were up 2 stocks. You're up 2 stocks at that point, so it's okay to try and go for that. Delta has a lot of work to do, but Taros in a Dream, it has happened so many times in brackets. You cannot get super comfortable here.
Yeah, especially against Taros, right? Because all it takes is, 4 or 5 hits and your opponent's at orange. And then, hit a couple SIGs in there too, and everything can really start to open things up. But, right now, Zyder, I'm loving the confidence. And we're seeing it. Look at that right there. Perfect spacing into the D-SIG. This could be it right here. Delta's tournament life on the line. Zyder looking for the edge. Oh, whoa. I think, I guess Delta must have not touched at the end there and ran out of jumps. But regardless, Zyder moves on, 3-1. Let's get a recap here from our amazing folks over at the SteelSeries replay. Hey, Jax, what do you got for the replays here for us?
I had to hold my breath for a good while there because I was trying really hard not to laugh. It was such a good build-up. As you can see in the replays here, so many incredible plays, incredible coverage from Zyder, and then Delta just